welcome back. This is day 7 of our 10-day Improve Your Salsa challenge. Well, the first half of this challenge was really dedicated to familiarizing yourself with the basic actions in our body that maybe some of us don't always use when we're dancing. Now, the second half of this challenge is about adding a little bit of individuality and personal style to your salsa dancing. So yesterday we worked on some arm options for you, and today's lesson is going to be all about adding some adornments onto your salsa basics. So everything that we do today is going to be using our basic salsa step, but like I said, adding some personal style on top of that. So I'm going to give you 5 different options for things that you can do just within your basic step to add some spice to your dancing. So let's get into it. Okay, so basic variation number 1 that we're going to do today looks like this. We do our basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. So all I'm doing is instead of doing my normal rock step back on 1, I'm syncopating and doing a Cachan step, 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. So it's a ball change. I'm just going 1, 2, 3, and I do the rest of my basic the same way. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. And I'm doing a little bit of a dramatic action in the body as I do that. 1, I'm kind of allowing my spine to ripple. Not too much, it's subtle, but I'm doing a small ripple and I'm doing little wrist circles. So you can also do this step with your hands connected to your partner, in which case you wouldn't have the opportunity to use the arms. But if you are doing this video by yourself, go ahead and do that, because that's also something that you can utilize in shines, or something you can do if you have one hand with your partner and your other hand is free. Cachan and ba, ba, ba. Okay, so let's just practice that one a couple times. So we go. We're going to do a normal basic, and then the adornment, and a normal basic, and then the adornment. We go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Normal 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more time. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Our second adornment of the day is going to be a hip triple. Now, if you've watched my Spice Up Your Salsa video, I do use this concept as well in the guapea, but we can use it in our normal basic too. So it looks like this. 1, 2, ba-da-da, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So all I'm doing is on the 3, when I bring my feet together, or 1 foot a little bit in front, I'm just going 1, 2, 3. So I'm changing the knees, which in turn shifts the position of my hips. I'm not doing 3 separate steps. So once I step on 3, 1, 2, 3, I keep my weight on my right for the most part and just switch the knees, yeah? Because we don't have time to go 1, 2, 3. It's very fast. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, ba-da-da, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, ba-da-da, rock, step, together. And 1, 2, ba-da-da, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, ba-da-da, 1, 2, 3. Our third adornment for the day is going to be a little forward kick and coupe. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay? So all I'm doing to change up my basic is I do my rock step, and then from here I'm going to brush my left foot forward, make a little coupe, which is bringing your foot to the side of your ankle, and then bringing it down. So instead of doing my rock step forward, I'm just sliding the foot out, bringing it back in, and then stepping back. So I'm doing like a really tiny little bicycle kick with my left foot. Now, emphasis on the tiny, because as you know, you have a partner in front of you and you don't want to kick him. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. I shouldn't have spoken so soon. You might want to kick him, but please refrain. So we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Also, another little note, you may notice that my toes are pointed as I do that. You want to make sure that you're not doing this with a flexed heel, as it doesn't have the same kind of feminine effect. So I'll do it facing away. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3. Brush the floor, point the toes, and 2, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. So the last two adornments that we're going to do today are very similar, just using different parts of the body. So I'm going to teach them to you together. So they look like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So as you can see, I'm not stepping back on one like I normally would in both of these adornments, which requires that you be aware of where your partner is. So these are things that I would do if my partner was dancing a guapea, or if I was dancing a Cuban salsa basic, or both of my steps are going back, because if you don't step back on one and your partner is stepping forward, you will crash into one another. So you do want to be conscious of what your partner is doing so that you only use these steps when you have the space to do so. So, like I said, we're not going to step back on one, so we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I do step back, take a slightly bigger step back on 7 than I normally would to make up for the fact that I'm not going to step back on 1. So again, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, big step back. I'm going to put my hands on my waist, and on this first one, I'm going to do 2 circles, 2 body circles to the right, just standing right in place. All I'm doing is bending my knees, and I'm doing a hip and rib circle to the right. When I do a hip and rib circle together, or a full body circle, I want to make sure that although both my hips and my ribs are moving to the right, they're going at opposite times. So when my hips go back, my rib cage goes forward. When my hips go to the left, my rib cage goes right, like that. So that coordination might take a little while to get, but for me, this is one of the most fun movements that I use all the time in salsa. So it's worth the time and effort. So again, I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, big step back. 1, 2, 3, and forward, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Normal basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now, as I said, the structure of these two adornments is the same. So we're going to do the same thing now, not stepping back on 1, big step back on 7, but instead of doing the circle, I'm going to do a pulse. Yeah? So a chest pulse where I go 1, 2, 3. Okay? So I go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna practice that one a couple more times. I just have a couple things to say. One is, in both of these steps, the circle and the pulse, we wanna make sure that we're transferring our weight back onto our right foot on 3 so that we can step forward on the left on 5, 6, 7. We want to make sure that we don't go 1, 2, 3 and then accidentally take the right foot forward on 5, 6, 7. So I go 1, 2, 3. It's not a big action, but I do want to make sure that I put my weight on my right so that I can take my left foot forward. Now, more specifically about the second action, I can either do a very subtle chest or rib cage pulse, or I can make it more defined by adding movement in the shoulders. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, or I can make it more subtle, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So that's up to you. Those are some choices that you can make when you're dancing. You might be dancing to a smoother salsa song or with a very understated partner, and you might want to make that choice. Or you might be feeling more aggressive and want to really move your body, and that's totally fine too. So let's practice that one a couple more times. So we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Normal basic. And we go again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic 1. 3, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Basic 1. And here we go again. 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. So there you have it. Those are 5 of my favorite ways to break up my salsa basic and add some style and individuality. I'll see you back here tomorrow for our next lesson.
Thanks so much for joining me for today's lesson. Leave a comment below and let me know how you did. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications for my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dance Doctor Online. Until next time, keep dancing.